Are you considering a cruise with either Princess or Celebrity? Then you have to watch this video because I'm going to be comparing the two cruise lines, letting you know about the key differences, and also letting you know which cruise line is better or best in each of the key areas for your cruise. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. Now, I'm really excited about this video because Princess and Celebrity are two of my favorite cruise lines, and we really like quite a lot about each of them, but I am going to let you know about the differences between them, as well as, which cruise line I think really wins out in certain areas. So what I am going to be doing to make this fun is I am going to be letting you know at the end of this video which cruise line I think is best. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to be comparing the lines on several key areas of the cruise. And in those areas, we'll give them an anchor if they are the winner in each of those categories. And at the end of this video, I'll count them up. I literally have not counted these up yet, so I actually don't know which cruise line is going to be the winner. Now, of course, this is going to be subjective, so if you think something different, please let me know in the comments. That is absolutely okay. Before I get started, I wanted to mention, if you like the video, do give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. All right, let's get started. Now, the areas that we're going to compare include food, entertainment and activities, the cruise cabins, perks including the beverage packages, the service on board, the ship features, cruise line dress codes, the kids activities, the ports and the itinerary, and the value of the cruise. Now, just to mention about Celebrity and Princess, both cruise lines are in the premium category and they tend to attract a similar clientele. They're not luxury cruises and they're not value cruises, so they're somewhere in the middle and they do really offer a very nice experience. So let's start off first looking at the food. Now, I'm going to divide this up between the daytime food and the evening food. On Princess, for the daytime, you have a lot of casual options. On Celebrity, you have casual options as well. On Princess, some of your casual options include outdoors. Next to the pool, you have the poolside grill with hamburgers, chicken burgers, veggie burgers, hot dogs, sausages, that kind of thing. And you also have the pizzeria, which I think is just one of the best things. I might be giving that away a little bit, but it is so good. If you are a pizza lover, definitely you should try that. Now, as well on Princess, when you go into the ship, you of course do have at lunch, you can go to the main dining room if you like to eat lunch in the main dining room, but you can also eat at the International Cafe. Now, the International Cafe on Princess is their cafe where you can get specialty coffee. There is a charge for that. We'll talk about that later, but you can also get pastries, desserts, and you can get salads and sandwiches. So that is one of the things we really like about the International Cafe. On some cruise ships, they also have an Alfredo's Pizzeria, which is really like casual sit-down Italian food that is included in the cruise. Definitely a winner for us on some of the cruise ships. So now let's look at the daytime options for Celebrity. Just like Princess, you have the main dining room where you can eat breakfast or lunch, and you can still have a casual but a sit-down meal. You also have the buffet, and the way Celebrity has it divided is into stations with a pasta station, a sandwich station, and a pizza station. Very, very good. Now, you'll also have, in terms of a cafe, you have Cafe El Baccio. It really is excellent. Now, it doesn't have any sandwiches and salads, but it does have pastries and baked goods, and I have to say it has the most decadent lemon tarts if you like that. Now, they do also have a poolside grill with hamburgers and hot dogs and that kind of thing. And if you like something a little bit healthier, they do have on some of their cruise ships the Aqua Spa Cafe with some salads and other healthier foods. And I particularly like the tomato and bocconcini salad, so you might want to try that. Now, in a minute, I'll let you know which cruise line I think wins for the daytime, but let's go on to the evening. So in the evening, if we look at the main dining room on Princess and on Celebrity, they are both very good. They have, both of them, a very nice menu to choose from every evening. And you'll be able to choose from vegetarian dishes, meat dishes, fish dishes, pasta. So at least I'd say 6 options every night, 5 to 6 that change, as well as a few that stay the same every night. So that is something really good. And you'll have certain things like escargot and shrimp cocktail that are offered like on the menu, if not all the time, often. I think the shrimp cocktail is every night. You'll have desserts that are really good. Some of the dishes that we particularly like on both of the cruise lines, I love the salmon. My husband and son love the prime rib. There's also rack of lamb or lamb chops that is also very good. Although I have to say, more recently, when we've been on some of the celebrity cruises, the menu every night, there were more than one option that we really wanted to try, that really tempted us. Whereas on the Princess menu, it was perhaps a little bit less innovative. Sometimes there were nights, for instance, like the American night, and this again is just my subjective opinion. There were some nights where the menu was less interesting to us. Caribbean night or American night just didn't have as many tempting options for us. So I'll also let you know which cruise line I think is the winner for the main dining room or for the evening. Now we also have specialty dining. Specialty dining I'll include in the evening options. On Princess, you have specialty dining restaurants, including the Crown Grill, which is a steakhouse, and Sabatini's, an excellent Italian restaurant. There is an extra charge for these restaurants. And on Celebrity, you have restaurants including the Tuscan Grill and Le Petit Chef, which is really very innovative. And Tuscan Grill is a steakhouse. Now, we particularly like steakhouses on our cruises, so we tend to go to them. So I have not reviewed every single restaurant on the cruise ship. But from the cruises that we have been on, where we've gone to the Crown Grill and the Tuscan Grill, I have to say, I'll let you know right now, the Tuscan Grill just won out for us. The combination of items, the way they tasted so homemade and decadent, we really loved it. I will leave a review of that restaurant below in the description and some articles about Celebrity and Princess, just in case you're interested, so you can have even more information. So I am ready now to make my decision as to who is the winner for daytime food and nighttime food. Now, I haven't done this before, so bear with me, but for the daytime, the winner, or for casual, is Princess. For the evening time, including specialty restaurants and main dining room, is Celebrity. All right, 1 and 1. I'm going to put them down here. And I have not added these up yet, so I am actually anxious to see who is going to be the winner. So now let's look at something that really is very important on a cruise, and that is the entertainment and the activities, both during the day and during the evening. So on both of those cruise lines, you will find a variety of activities, and you can take a look at the daily planner either on paper or on your phone on the app, and you can see what there is to do. In our experience, we have found that on Princess, there seemed to be a lot going on during the day. So on both cruise lines, of course, there are things like bingo, there are some seminars to go to, the gym is open, there are fitness classes, there are definitely things to do. But we found that some of the activities that were available on Princess in the main areas of the cruise ship that drew people in were very interesting. So in the piazza or the center or the atrium of the cruise ship, there was just always something going on. So that included watercolor painting sometimes, that included dance classes or Zumba lessons right in the middle of the ship. And while Celebrity had things to do as well, they were often tucked into a lounge. So it wasn't as maybe obvious, and sometimes we tended to miss things. Also next to the pool, there seemed to be a little bit more going on at the poolside on Princess versus Celebrity. Now, on Princess, you do have several pool options. So if you want something quiet, you definitely could do that. But if you wanted a little more going on at the main pool, that seemed to be a little bit more happening on Princess in our experience. Now, during the evening time, the entertainment on both is also, again, very good. There is a lot of live music on Princess, which we really, really liked. On Celebrity as well, even during the day, actually, sometimes we would go to the aft of the cruise ship and we'd go to the bar there, and there was, a musician or two that were playing. So that was really enjoyable. Now, in terms of the evening entertainment, both cruise lines have those Broadway style shows, those production numbers. So if you like that, they both have them. Now, Princess has something interesting because they have some shows that are really original shows that you could only see on Princess. And that includes Magic to Do, which was put together by composer Stephen Schwartz. So that is something really interesting. However, we have found that on recent cruises with Princess and Celebrity, we've just found the entertainment on Celebrity to be a little bit more high energy. We also liked the guest entertainers they brought in. We found it was a little bit more varied, maybe even a little bit more modern. Some of the comedians were really particularly funny, maybe a little bit more adult, but we don't mind that, especially if it's late at night. We found it kind of felt a little bit more modern. There were hypnotists, there were impersonators that went beyond what we had seen for the last 15 years on cruise ships. So we were really impressed with the evening entertainment on Celebrity. So I took a second to make my decision, and I promise I will not do this every time. But for the daytime activities, the winner is Princess, and for the evening, the winner is Celebrity. But again, I won't do this every time. All right, let's get on to the next one. Cruise cabins. Now, the cabins are so important. That is where you spend so much of your holiday. Well, I can assure you that both cruise lines have amazing, comfortable beds. So that is definitely a plus to both. But the cabin design is really so different on each of these cruise lines. Princess has a really functional design. So when you come into the cabin, they have this area where you have your washroom and you have this open closet that I find is a really functional, practical cabin. Whereas Celebrity, well, they just have a really beautiful design. And the nice thing about the Celebrity cabins is that on a lot of their cruise ships, whether they are new or whether they are the older cruise ships that have been refurbished or revolutionized, they are so beautiful. They didn't just put new bedspreads in, they really knocked everything out, and it's new furnishings. They really look like completely new cabins with new bathrooms. And I really felt that the cabin itself felt more luxurious on Celebrity. Now, I have to say, I have cruised with both of these cruise lines in interior cabins and in balconies, and in the case of Celebrity, in an ocean view as well. So I really have my experience with each of the cabin types, and they're all good. But we really felt that Princess is very practical. They are good cabins, but on recent cruises where we were on older cruise ships, we really could see the wear in the cabins. And on Celebrity, we were on an older ship, which is the Celebrity Summit, and it was refurbished and it was gorgeous. And honestly, that room, even though we were in an inside room, our last Celebrity cruise felt so luxurious despite the fact that it was small and it was an interior cabin, including the bathroom. Even though I think the Princess cabins do have some practical features, the winner is Celebrity. So if you're keeping track, don't worry. I do have my piles separate. We are now at 3 for Celebrity and 2 for Princess. So now let's look at the perks and the beverage packages for both of these cruise lines. Now, Celebrity cruises are now always included, which means that they come with gratuities, with Wi-Fi, and with your beverage package, which is the former Classic beverage package. And on Princess, you have the option to have Princess Plus if you like. You do have an option to not have Princess Plus, which we'll talk about in a minute. But Princess Plus, there is an upcharge for it, but it includes the beverage package. This is the premium package. It includes Medallionet, their unlimited Wi-Fi, and it also includes the gratuities. Now, I have to say, both of these packages are very good. Both of the beverage packages include specialty coffee and water, so that is excellent. Now, Princess does have a limit of 15 drinks per day. However, when it comes to their Wi-Fi, a really big plus is its Medallionet. I do know that it is very fast, and it's just an excellent Wi-Fi. We had found it to be as good, if not better, than our home, to be perfectly honest. Whereas Celebrity, the last time I was on a Celebrity cruise, the internet was not as good. And that was our experience. Of course, it could be different now, but if I had to judge which is better, well, the winner is Princess. And the reason the winner is Princess is because you can opt out of it if you do not want that Wi-Fi and that beverage package. So that's why I think it is the winner. So now let's look at the ships themselves. Now, both Princess and Celebrity have absolutely gorgeous ships, but they really are quite different. Princess has traditional and very elegant cruise ships, whereas Celebrity has, well, modern. When they say modern luxury, it really does feel that way. Modern and elegant cruise ships. I love the fact that on Celebrity, it's modern, but it never feels cold and it never feels stuffy. So that is a really nice thing. Now, Celebrity tends to have these innovative spaces on their cruise ships. So from their revolutionized cruise ships to their newer cruise ships, including the Edge and the Apex. And you can see that by the magic carpet that goes up and down on the side of the ship, by the space that is called Eden with those tall glass windows. It is just an absolutely gorgeous ship and really modern and very innovative. Whereas on Princess, also very beautiful. You have several pools. You have a lot of spaces on the cruise ship. When you go on one Princess cruise ship to the next, it's going to feel very familiar. So the larger cruise ships from Princess are going to feel like larger versions of the smaller Princess cruise ships. So that has that nice homey feel to them as well. Now, also a difference is in the main dining rooms. Princess is going to have these small, intimate restaurant-like feels to the main dining room, whereas Celebrity is going to have a grand, well, more elegant, larger dining room, a more grand space to it. So it obviously depends on what you like. So having to choose which one is better, I have to be honest, I cannot choose. I would say they are a tie at this. They are both very different but equally beautiful cruise ship designs. So both of them win an anchor for this category. So now let's look at the service on both of these cruise lines. Now on both of these cruise lines, you really have a very dedicated, excellent staff and an excellent crew. They're both honestly really friendly. We've had great experiences on both. So both in terms of the dining room and then in terms of our cruise cabin stateroom. The only thing that I would say with Celebrity, well, there's a couple of things, is that in the dining room, we found it to be a more cohesive team oftentimes for the dining room service. So the waiter, the assistant waiter, and the sommelier, the person who is pouring your wine, it all seemed to work together really nicely on Celebrity versus on Princess on recent cruises. And it could be because of the anytime dining. Maybe that was just a little less cohesive on Princess. It seemed sometimes like the crew was a little more rushed. They definitely did an excellent job, but they were a little more rushed, and sometimes the assistant waiter wasn't always available as quickly. It just seemed like on Celebrity, it was a slower, more refined experience for the dining room itself. Another thing I will point out on Celebrity is there are some little small service features, I guess. I don't know if they're really service, but little kind of special touches that we did feel that existed on Celebrity. One of those things is when you get on board that there is welcome aboard champagne or mimosas. And it's a little touch, but it really was something very nice that we appreciated. So which one wins? And I have to say, both of them really are excellent cruise lines for service, and we love the crew and the staff on both of those cruise lines. But if I had to pick a winner, edging out just a little bit, I have to say it is Celebrity. So it's going in my Celebrity pile. So please let me know what you think so far. And if you're liking this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. I appreciate it. We have 4 more things to go through, including the kids club, the dress code, the itinerary, and the excursions, and the overall value. So have you ever wondered what to wear on a cruise? Well, on Princess, they have a combination of casual, smart casual, and formal dress codes for their evening time. So they continue to have that formal dress code, which is suits, tuxedos, cocktail dresses, gowns. Now, not everybody really follows exactly that dress code, but there definitely still is the formal dress code. Just something to mention is that on casual evenings or smart casual evenings, you are able to wear jeans that are clean and that are not ripped. Now, whereas on Celebrity, you don't have any formal night, you have chic evenings instead. And chic evenings, well, I guess it goes in line with Celebrity wanting to be a little bit more modern. And chic is still getting dressed up, dressing your best, but it really does leave room for a little more individuality. And they do include in their dress code as a possibility wearing jeans and a blazer on a chic evening. Now, I have to say, in our experience, most people wore suits and cocktail dresses or fancy dresses and dress pants and a dress shirt. That was our experience on Celebrity. But in terms of the dress code, that is what we saw. Something to mention as well is never on Celebrity are you able to wear shorts in the dining room. So that's an absolute no-no in the evening time. So who is the winner? Now, this is very subjective, but for me, It is Celebrity, and the reason is because I love the idea of the chic dress code. I like to dress up on the formal or the chic nights, but I prefer there to be more individuality. I just don't like the judgment that sometimes comes with a formal night, but that's my own opinion. So for me, winner is Celebrity, the Kids Club and multi-generational travel. Now, neither of these cruise lines are specifically geared towards children or families, although you can definitely travel as a family on either of these cruise lines, and we actually have and have very much enjoyed it. But neither one of them have these big water slides and zip lines and those kinds of things. So if you have super active kids, this might not be the best cruise line, either of them, to bring them on. However, there are basketball courts, there are activities for kids, there are kids clubs for both of them, which are both excellent. So you definitely can, and I think you can feel comfortable. Now, in terms of multi-generational travel, we've actually had an experience on Princess sailing with my parents and some cousins that were as young as, I believe at the time, 7 years old, all the way to 17 years old. So we really had an age category going all the way up to 77. And the nice thing we thought on Princess was there was always something to do for everybody in that group, in that category of people. So for that reason, for me, Princess is the winner on the kids and multi-generational travel, but honestly, just by a smidge, because Celebrity has had an excellent teen club. My son absolutely loves Celebrity, but for this, Princess is the winner. Itineraries and excursions. Now, both of these cruise lines go to great destinations. So they do, of course, the Caribbean cruises. They sail to Alaska. They sail to Europe. They sail, both of these cruise lines, really worldwide. And both of these cruise lines have nice long days in the cruise ports. So I don't think you can go wrong with either Celebrity or Princess for this. Now, I will tell you which cruise line wins in certain areas. When it comes to, for instance, Alaska, Princess really, they have their lodges there. They have been sailing for longer. They have really nice enrichment. So this is something really good that Princess offers for Alaska. However, Celebrity sails to Bermuda. That is one of my favorite destinations ever, and they sail usually with a stopover for 3 full days in Bermuda, and that is definitely great. So when it comes to itineraries, probably the winner is whichever cruise line goes to where you want to sail. And their excursions, both of these cruise lines offer very good value excursions and very good quality excursions from our experience with both of these cruise lines. So what do I think? This is a tie. They are both winners for excursions and itineraries. The value of the cruise. Now, I have to say, both of these cruise lines offer value because they offer quality for a very good price. Now, in terms of Celebrity, you get the always included. So you have to know that with the price of your cruise, included is that beverage package, those gratuities, and that Wi-Fi. So that is automatically a very good value. With Princess, you can have Princess Plus, or you can have the price without Princess Plus. So that sort of cruise only or that lower fare rate. And again, they both are a really good value. However, if you are looking for the absolute lowest price and therefore the value of that, I do think that Princess has to be the winner because you have the option of that lower price with Princess. So winner for that is Princess. Please let me know what you think, and if so far you've agreed with this, and I'm going to tally these both up. So I've tallied up the scores, and I'm pretty excited to announce the winner. Well, it turns out that it is literally a tie. 7 and 7. There are clearly some things that Princess does a little bit better, and there are some things that Celebrity does a little bit better, but they are both really good cruise lines depending on where you want to go and, well, what you want to do on your cruise and what you like best. If you've sailed with either cruise line, please let me know your favorite things about sailing with either Princess or Celebrity. And if you are thinking about cruising with either of these lines, maybe you've cruised in the past with Princess and you see an itinerary that you'd like to try with Celebrity or vice versa, please let me know if this helped you to make up your mind. If you have any additional questions, don't forget to leave them in the comments below. Now, if you did like the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and please, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We share cruise tips, cruise news, and cruise reviews every single week. Thanks for watching. Happy cruising.